Hello, today I'm going to discuss the data table, how to come about with this. As you can see, I have this as my example. In the data table, we have this example. We have the area where I have the model area. This is the model area of the formula of whatever pattern, model area of the formula or computation, how you may call it. And these are the scenarios. These are the scenarios. So this could be one scenario, this could be another scenario, and another scenario. So how the question is, given this situation, how do you get this? As you can see, if you notice here, we are looking at this is the formula. This is the book price times the quantity sold. You have 2,900. If you look at that, all right. And here, what happens if you change the number of quantity or number of quantity sold from 50 to 100 and 150? So this will be the result. On the other hand, suppose you change this 29 from 20 to 29 to 30, then this will be the result. And suppose you change them simultaneously. You have this 50, 100, 150 as corresponding to the quantity sold, and here this will be the changes. So this will be the result, whatever it may be. As you can see here, at point 29 and the quantity 100, 29 and 100, you have 2900, which is this one. All right, so let me show that to you now. Let's start first with this, then we go up, because this is more like complex. You have two areas. Okay, so here, scenario. So we have a scenario here. In this particular scenario, you would like to change the quantity books, the books sold, the quantity sold from 20, 29, and 30. I'm including 29 here to serve as a check. So if it is 29, so it should be 2900, isn't it? And here, instead of writing 29, you write down here the result. So this is the result. And that result is what? Is equal to C5. The result is C5. And of course, there is the corresponding result should be here. It should be 2029 as what you have here. How do you go from this? So this is the part one. You formulate it. You lay out. So step one. Step one, you lay out the answer area. And then step two, you perform the equation. This is now performed. So how do you go about that? You highlight all of this. Okay? You highlight, and then you now pick out your, after highlighting, so what are those? You highlight the area, the answer area, and then pick out the what if analysis data table. So in my computer it's data, and then you go to forecasts, and then you go to what if analysis, and then you go data table. Let me do that. Maybe I should make this one so you can see the what's happening there. I'll do data and then do forecast this group, and then we have the data table. What if analysis, then the data table. Now in here, I'd like to call your attention. I have this now. I have the row input cell and the column input cell. At this point, since you are not doing anything to the horizontal, this row should be left blank. Only the column input. So in the column input, you write down the pattern. Where is the pattern? And what is the pattern? You move up. The pattern is this, the quantity sold, isn't it? I think that's a book price, the book price, C3. So that's the C3, and that's it. You just go to the side and press OK. So look what will happen here. Press OK. Where is that? What happened? Let me repeat that one. Here, data, okay, is equal to C3. I guess it's C3. C3. I'll write it down. C3. And then run. There you are. So I'm going to put here a rectangle. Get that. Border. One more time. Here we now take a different path. Instead of changing the quantity, we now change the quantities. Instead of changing the prices, here the prices. No, let me just say here. Prices. Instead of changing the prices, we change the quantity here. So now we have the scenario. We have here, we want to say, suppose I sell it at 50, at 100, and 150. And here, again, the result is C5. I'll do C5 here. Equals C5. All right. So same. Take note. The quantity sold is at C4. All right. So C4 is the varying variable. So I'll write it down right beside here, just to remind us. C4. C4. What's C4? C4 is the quantity sold. So now we have here, highlight the area, like what I said here. Lay out the answer, highlight the area, and then you go to insert, or you go to data, you go to here. Where's that? You go to data, you go to what if analysis, you go to data table. All right, and we're still okay. And is that C4, right? Take note, since this is going down vertical, you write here the C4. Don't write it up there. C4. So here, as you can see, there's an error here, and I'd like to call your attention because here the number of variable, this quantity here, these are the books, was placed below the result. It should have been here. It should be equals C3. It should be C5 here. See? And not something like that. So I wrote this just for your understanding that it could be an error. Now let's go now to this another example. What if you want to have a simultaneous analysis of the quantity sold and prices, and the result, you put the result on the corner. So in this case, it pays to be reminded that the book price, I'll write here some keyword as C3, book price C3, quantity sold as C4, and the result is C5. In that case, it will make my analysis faster. So here it will be like the result is C5, and then the quantity being changed is from 50, 100, and 150. So you write that down. You have to write this down. And then here 20, 29, and 39. It is really your choice. Again, you have to write this down. That's it. So you're now ready to, are in step 2, highlight the area. This is very important. You highlight the area, call this data, and then what you do, what if analysis and data table. In the data table, you now write your row input cell. Your row input cell is the one that is varying here on top, which is the book price. The book price is now C3. So you write here C3. And the one that goes down here is C4. Because this is the one that that's a quantity sold. And the result is there. After that, make sure that you have highlighted this. Sometimes we fail to highlight this properly. Just press OK. There you are. So you can just highlight this and then go like that and like this. Okay. So thank you very much for this lecture. Let me